Looks good, right? Yeah, the weather's okay now. We started on the Rijksmuseum. Maybe you've been inside the Rijksmuseum when you saw the Rembrandts in the Vermeer. Very nice exposition. She wants us going. And the Rijksmuseum, inside a lot of paintings and Rembrandt's Vermeer, but outside is also special because when you see the Rijksmuseum and you see also the central station, it looks like the same.
Yeah.
Because it's the same architect. Little two towers, you see the stones, the decoration built in 1880 by Hendrik de Keizer, Kuipers. Hendrik de Keizer built churches, Kuipers, well-known architect, built in 1880. And I told you about the small canals. And this is not a small canal, yes it is a low bridge, but at the end it's something special. It is a lock, a door. And we built the locks around the city of Amsterdam, around the center of Amsterdam, for about 350 years ago. Just to control the water level, that we have always the same level of the water. We don't have, like Spanish in Italy has, low and high level. We have always the same level. And it is necessary because the bottom of Amsterdam is very weak. The sand is about 20-25 meters below the water. So they put wooden poles under the buildings, 20-25 meters deep. But when a wooden pole is not under the water, the top is rotting. And that's why sometimes the houses are sinking to the right and left. Maybe you've seen it already. Later on I show you that the house is sinking. For instance, on the river, the Amstel, we call that the dancing house. But that's why they built the locks. We don't use those locks anymore, but if necessary, we can close it. Okay.
That's the last one. Again.
How deep is the water?
I'll tell you that. It's a part of the story.
Okay.
Alright. Otherwise I'm very confused. Later on. When we take a small canal, I'll tell you that. A small example of the sinking houses, not the dancing houses, you see. One house is sinking to the right, the other to the left, and it means in the middle, the wooden poles are rotting and then they're sinking.
So the outside goes up?
No. Just, but it's not dangerous anymore because they put concrete on the buildings now. They don't use wooden poles anymore. This canal is called the Spiegelgracht. The Spiegelgracht The name is of the mayor of Amsterdam for many years ago, but also spiegel means mirror. But in this area you find a lot of galleries, art shops and antique shops. You see antique lamps, also tables, etc. It's a very expensive area. So if you want to shop over here, you need an extra credit card.
Lapit lang kayo.
Hoop je op de spiegel de prins op. Now we are on the Prinsengracht. Now we came from the Sonnywalks, we left the Rijksmuseum and now we stay on the Prinsengracht. And they built the grachten. Don't try to pronounce the word gracht because tomorrow you have a problem with your throat. Say canal, it's okay. But they built the canals in the beginning for about 800 years ago. To control, to protect the people living in the center, they built canals around the houses. But there was a lot of work to do in Amsterdam, and many people came from the countryside and they built houses outside the canals. So they built a new canal, always new canals. So the first canal has been the outer sides, then the Singel, then the Herengracht. Later on we take the Herengracht too, the Keizerstracht, the Empire Canal, this canal, the Prinsengracht, the Lijkmuseum and the Singelgracht. A small example, once again, 841 is sinking to the right, 843 is sinking to the left. And now you know the reason why. Between them, the wooden poles were rotting and then they sink. Goedemiddag. Mooie boot. Hij is niet voor mij. Ik heb een mooiere. Dank ja, jij hebt hem maar niet gezien. And sometimes you see that the doors are very small. For instance, on the left you see, it is nearly impossible to bring a table, a bed or a piano inside. So you need the hook at the top of the building. You see the hook? You rent a control, you rent a row, and you bring it outside, inside. So you open the window, and you invited some friends on Saturday, and you bring it, and strong men of course. Ladies are for the cafe, etc. I don't, it's dangerous to tell that, but so it's still working because of course we have electricity, of course we have elevators. You can rent an elevator, but then you need a license for the elevator. You need money for the elevator. You need a license to block the road because you block the road. You need time, so it's better to do just a row and a control, very easy, very cheap. Invited some friends on Saturday because it's Saturday day off, and you have some sandwiches, cafe and milk, later on some beer, and you have a very nice day together. And we still do it on Saturday. This area you find also, you see it are houseboats. Most of them are rebuilt, also old cargo ships, to live on the boats, but also many of them are used for Airbnb. For instance, this one on the left is just used for Airbnb. It's not a cheap one, it's an expensive one. It's 450 euros a night.
Mga house talaga po, baka kami niya ito Airbnb.
Once you pay attention, you see it.
And sometimes you see a door before the window, like on the left. And this has been storage to put the cargo inside. Because the big sailing ships, they came from the east and west, South America, South Africa, with coffee, tea, etc. And they put all the stuff inside these houses. They closed the doors and later on they took it out. But now we don't use them anymore. And people like it very much to live in these kinds of houses because they are 30 to 40 meters deep. The only problem is they have no daylight, only in front.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't know that.
Before the next bridge, you see on your left hand 5 bridges, on the right 2. We call this the canal with the 7 bridges. When we stay on the Herengracht in the beginning, then you see 7 bridges up each other. But now, maybe already, when there are not other ships, boats, you have a nice view. 5 on the left, 2 on the right. De Reguliersgracht. The other boats, sorry. Maybe later when we stay on the Herengracht in the beginning, there are not other boats, but then you see 7 bridges. An apartment in this area, in the center, 100 square meters, you pay 1.5 million. But when you go out of the center, you pay 700, 800,000 euro for 100 square meters.
Pwede ka mag-alaga ng mga isda-isda. Baka may ulam ka na.
Kaya ko, fish pampaserte.
Oo. Ngayon pinagtam na ba?
In this area we have a lot of houseboats with a concrete bottom. And they're official, normally boats to live on the boats, but they're used for Airbnb. And the city doesn't like it because, as you can see, most of them, the curtains are closed, so nobody's living over there. And the city wants that people live on the boats the whole year, not only 3 months a year.
Parang nabibili yata yun. Ay, yung isang bilan. Oo. hindi siya recommend.
Pang vacation din.
Yeah. Asa ba? Dapat ano pa rin siya? Shape na siya. Hindi pa.
Now we leave the Prinsengracht and come on the river, the Amstel. This is the Amstel River. And on your right hand you see the Amstel sluizen, Amstel locks. And I told you why they built the locks around the center of Amsterdam to control the water level. That we have always the same level. Now it's a monument. The Amstel sluizen. In front of us you see the Magere Brug, the skinny bridge. It's built for about 360 years ago as a very small bridge. It was only possible to pass by two persons, no more. And they rebuilt it three times. Now you can pass by more people, but it's still a skinny bridge. And in the evening it's a very nice view because this wooden bridge has 1,200 lamps around the bridge. It's a very nice view. Maybe you've seen some pictures and the movies. James Bond movie, James Bond movie for instance. Very nice view. On your right hand you see the Hermitage of Amsterdam. It has been the inhabitants of the Hermitage in St. Petersburg. In the past we had a cooperation with the Hermitage in St. Petersburg. We brought the Dutch masters, Vermeer, Rembrandt, etc. to St. Petersburg. And they brought Russian paintings to Amsterdam. Always a very nice exposition. But when the Russians started the war in Ukraine, we stopped directly the cooperation. Directly. Now it's modern art and Rembrandt and Vermeer. And inside is a very nice garden also.
Jonesboro. Alam mo, Jonesboro ba yun? Sabi nun.
right hand you see the opera house and the city hall. The city hall. But people from Amsterdam don't like the style of the city hall. And that's why we call it the Hall of Shame. It's the city hall. This is built in 1980. Before 1980, the same style of the buildings on the left and front of us, they were here too. But this has been the Jewish area. And after the Second World War, many Jewish people didn't come back. All the buildings were in a very bad condition. And the city didn't know what to do with it because the owners they were dead. So they said, okay, we made the decision, we built the city hall. And we think the architect paid a lot of money to build this ugly building. But we remember always the people who died in the wars like monuments. The biggest monuments is one of this one for the Jewish people in the resistance. The Jewish people who died in the Second World War. We have also a big monument near the Dam Square, the national monument, and we have a big monument near the Western Church, the Canal house for the homosexuals. And we remember them always on the 4th of May, 8 o'clock in the evening, we have 2 minutes completely silent. The train stops, the bus stops, the car stops, people stand still, 2 minutes, completely quiet. And we celebrate that we have no war anymore on the 5th of May, the whole day, a lot of music. For instance, also a very nice music concert on the river Amstel, and the king and the queen are there too. Every year the same. And I think it's very good because for young people they have to know no wars anymore. I told you this has been the Jewish area. We don't have a Jewish area anymore. Even the Chinese area is no more all over the place now. But the market, the Jewish market is still. Yeah, it's Sunday closed. Very busy on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But the Sunday is closed. Hey Mark, alles goed? house is thinking to the left from here. And it's not the dancing houses, but you see the man who opened the doors in the past was responsible for the locks. He was living over there. But the wooden poles under the building on the left side from here were rotting, and that's why he's singing to that side. In the meantime, you see a church at the back of it, a Zuiderkerk. The black top, and you see in the front of it a tower with a white top, but maybe you see the same style. That's the architect Hendrik de Keizer. He was living in 1600. This is built in 1640, and this one is built in 1600. The wonderbaar toren. The wonderbaar toren, it has two parts. The bottom is the part of the defense wall, and people in this area, they complained, they said, we have no clock, we needed a clock. So Hendrik de Keizer built a clock in 1600 on the top. But the clock was not working well, it was always the wrong time. So he had a nickname. Yes, my name, Malayaal. Crazy Jack. That is waar. Crazy Jack. So I have to say, my name exists already since 1600. It is. Now, I promise you, we take the small canals, and we go to the left. And he's going also to the left, so I go also. It's busy today. Many of them take the canal, the small canal. I like to take this canal because it's completely silent and you stay about 200 meters from dam square. And even people from Amsterdam, they don't know this area because it's completely silent. It's near the new market, the red light district, between the old Jewish area.
Nagaling sila magpasok.
So the question was, how deep are the canals? The lady asked me. So it's a short question with a long answer. Because Amsterdam has only 900,000 people living in Amsterdam, and they think in 2030 we will have 1 million. In the whole area, Alkmaar, Haarlem, Den Haag, Rotterdam, Utrecht, 7 till 9 million. So there's a lot of people living in this area. But we have more than 2 million bicycles in Amsterdam. As you can see, they're everywhere. Many of the bicycles are in the canals. The city takes more than 15,000 bicycles each year out of the canals. And the wind, of course, you can see the wind, but also young boys like it very much to throw them in the canal. No, it is really true. So my advice is, if you have a bicycle in Amsterdam, lock it on the street lamp or a bridge, otherwise the next day it's in the canal. Later on I show you 5 bicycles. We were fishing last week with iron. I took 5 bicycles and just 5 square meters, 5 bicycles. So, the question, how deep are the canals? I used to say, it depends how many bicycles are in the canal. Sometimes 2 meters, sometimes 3. But the real answer is 2.6.
Some rumors that the summer cabins are made with black.
Yes.
Is it because of the paint? That is what I've heard.
No. In the past the stones were not the stones quality like that. No, they took some water inside.
Ah, okay.
So they made a pack. What is pack in the pack? Tier.
Oh, cool.
The
Dark? Op het dak, toch?
Ja,
it's dark.
Ja, maar dus nu aan de kant van bijvoorbeeld this is, and now we painting, they painted it, but in the past they put things on the wall like ships.
Yes.
I think it's dark.
I think it's dark.
I think it's dark, yeah.
I think we a lot of rain, rain.
Yeah, that doesn't look good.
Do you know how long it takes?
What, the rain?
Ja,
Ik kan wel even kijken.
hoop ik die knopjes van koningin.
I think we're gonna be lucky. Yeah. Would go past. Maybe small, not. Je kijk, het gaat er langs, zie je wel? Zie je wel even wachten? Ja, maar het gaat gewoon wel zo doen. Ja. Als je pech hebt, dan is het niet goed.
Ik ga even kijken. This is also one of my favorite canals because you see the Zuiderkerk on the top on the right. It is very close to the Dam Square, but between the house on the left is also something special, a little bit Italian style. If you have been in Florence, maybe you've seen some pictures. They have a special bridges for the Medici family. And you see on the 3rd floor, also a little bit Italian style.
Ja, het gaat er langs, toch? Ja, zie je, het gaat er langs. Ja, ja, zeker. Als je niet, dan zag het er heftig uit, hè?
Tweede.
Ja. Maar dan stop je ook gewoon eventjes als het...
Ja, als het kan, hè.
Ja, het kan er niet altijd, hè? Ja, precies. Je kan niet het verkeer blokkeren.
Ik zag hem aankomen toen ik hier gaan liggen en jou, ja, kan niet. Ga je gewoon verder. Now we go to the left, and on the right hand you see the Waag. The Waag is also part of the temple, and Rembrandt painted many beautiful paintings in this building, the Waag. And behind the Waag is the ship station, the harbor, and from the left is the red light system. The buildings on the right is a part of the University of Amsterdam. We have three parts at the moment. This part, the east of the center part, and outside of the city, there is the science part. We have 30,000 students in Amsterdam. Many of them are coming from other countries of Europe because they teach also English. It's not cheap to study in Amsterdam. Now there are no students over here because they are renovating the building. I think in 2 years it will be ready and they come back in this area. This building on the right, Rembrandt painted the night watch on the third floor. Now we are back on the Amstel again. This is Amstel again. Amstel gave Amsterdam the name because they put a dam in Amstel for about 800 years ago, 300 meters from here, the dam square. So we have two words, Amstel and the dam. Makes one name, Amsterdam. I told you about the dancing houses. Dancing houses on the river Amstel. They are over here on the right. You see, two of them are sitting to the right, the other side, and they look like they're dancing. But everything is stable and straight because one of them is an hotel. In the meantime, on the left, in the trees, you see the Zuiderkerk, the Zuider Church, built I think in the 1640 between the trees. And the French painter Monet, who was living in the 1800s, he was living also over here in this yellow building, and he made a beautiful painting of the church. It's a very expensive painting, and now it's an exposition in Philadelphia.